future of Hollywood is being battled out right now in theaters as two live-action remakes from the biggest studios in Hollywood go head-to-head.
This isn't just a loss, it's a straight-up humiliation.
Minecraft in the United States in one weekend made more money than Snow White has made globally
After 3 weekends.
It's too stressful, and frankly, I do not have the nerve.
After months of controversy, fan backlash, and meme-worthy press tours, Disney's live-action Snow White has been absolutely demolished at the box office. And the movie that did it? Minecraft.
Rachel Zegler then inexplicably continued to post herself in an empty theater for her own movie. She's literally the only person there. Meanwhile, the experience at Minecraft goes something like this.
Shake it.
Yes, Minecraft. The Warner Brothers video game adaptation that debuted with a jaw-dropping $157 million opening weekend, making it the highest-grossing film of the year so far.
There is a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Our rights are on the line, folks.
The right to buy Cosby sweaters?
Meanwhile, Snow White limped into its third week with a pathetic $5.9 million. And no, that's not a joke. The damage didn't stop there. Snow White wasn't just outperformed by Minecraft, it was beaten by a faith-based indie film and a Jason Statham action flick. Let that sink in. A $200 million fantasy, with stars like Gal Gadot and Rachel Zegler got crushed by movies made, on a fraction of the budget. And according to insiders, Rachel Zegler did not take the news well.
Warner Brothers' Minecraft movie versus Disney's Snow White, which in theory should be quite a battle, but it's not even a fair fight.
The moment those box office numbers went public, people close to the situation say Rachel Zegler had a full-on meltdown behind the scenes. One source described her reaction as panic mode, claiming she was blindsided by how badly Snow White underperformed, especially compared to what many dismissed as a kids' video game movie. According to a social media coordinator tied to the film's promo team, Rachel's team was actively trying to stop her from going live on Instagram that weekend.
You know what's interesting about all this is that the only person waiting in line to see Snow White was Rachel Zegler.
While she didn't do a full breakdown on camera, she did post a few cryptic Instagram stories, one that simply read, "Wow, just wow," and another saying, "Some of y'all really showed your true colors." The posts were taken down within hours, but the screenshots were already out. Twitter lit up, Reddit threads titled "Rachel's Banana Split Breakdown Gained Traction," and TikTok already on it, girl. Edits were popping off with dramatic music, side-eyes, and comments like not her getting bodied by blocks.
And everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
Nobody expected the internet to be gentle, and they weren't. The memes came fast and ruthless. People were editing Minecraft Steve into red carpets, putting blocks over Rachel's face in posters, and making side-by-side comparisons like one's building a legacy, the other's building excuses. One viral post read, "Imagine losing to a silent protagonist made of squares." Yikes. Even longtime Disney defenders were unusually quiet. There was a real vibe shift. Suddenly, the discussion wasn't just about Rachel's attitude or interviews, it was about whether anyone could have saved Snow White at this point. And honestly, a lot of people are saying no. The movie felt like a product designed by a boardroom, not a passion project. And Rachel just became the unfortunate face of all of it.
Rachel Zegler then inexplicably continued to post herself in an empty theater for her own movie. Literally the only person there. And do you not understand how humiliating this is?
Let's be real. Snow White had the advantage. It had legacy, a fan base, a massive budget, and Disney's full marketing machine behind it. But it also had something else: baggage. Rachel's interviews became infamous. Instead of celebrating the fairy tale, she criticized it, calling the prince a stalker, the romance weird, and saying her version of Snow White wouldn't need saving. The audience didn't connect with that energy, and it showed. Meanwhile, Minecraft just delivered what fans wanted: a fun, unapologetic celebration of the world they love. No lectures, no controversy, just action, heart, and world building. Literally. It didn't try to fix the source material, it embraced it. And that's exactly why audiences showed up. Because when you treat the audience like they're the problem, they walk. And when you treat the story like a playground, they bring their friends.
Meanwhile, the experience at Minecraft goes something like this.
While the internet roasted Rachel and praised Minecraft, Disney's internal response was reportedly chaos. According to multiple leaks from PR sources, the studio held emergency meetings to figure out how to spin the Snow White fallout without directly addressing the brutal comparison to Minecraft. Their first move? Radio silence. No official statement, no press pivot, just a slow retreat into corporate nothingness. But behind the scenes, it was reportedly way more frantic. A source close to the studio claims Disney execs were furious that the Minecraft numbers were allowed to dominate the narrative without anyone on their team doing proper damage control. Another said Rachel's team was fully locked down, her publicist refusing media requests, her managers declining appearances, and all future social content being paused pending review. The girl was allegedly on full PR lockdown. Not a peep, not a tweet, not a live stream in sight. And for fans who had watched Rachel give one chaotic interview after another just a few months ago, the sudden silence only made the drama louder.
And the cops had to escort the rowdy teenagers out. The Minecraft movie is doing something magical. It's creating a live audience reaction event.
While Rachel's facing memes, meltdowns, and media fatigue, Gal Gadot is, once again, doing what she does best, staying beautiful and unbothered. The woman is out here attending brand launches, smiling for cameras, and posting sun-drenched selfies, while her co-star's dodging the internet like it's a battlefield. And here's what makes it even colder. Gal still hasn't publicly acknowledged Snow White's failure, nor has she posted anything about the film since before its release. Zero support, zero mentions, zero shared grief. That silence, it's calculated, and fans are picking up on it. On TikTok, users are editing clips of Gal with captions like, "When your movie flops, but you gave villain energy the whole time, so no one blames you." Comment sections are flooded with praise for how she's protecting her brand and escaping the PR apocalypse like a queen. And honestly, they're not wrong. Gal showed up, did her scenes, served some smirks, and dipped. Meanwhile, Rachel was left carrying the emotional and professional weight of a failed reboot. And now, she's carrying the internet's reaction too.
Encouraging to see a movie that decided to do the opposite of Snow White, which is, according to all available reviews, including from the people that I trust the very most on this platform.
Let's not sugarcoat it. Being beaten by a film based on Minecraft wasn't just embarrassing for Disney, it was reportedly personal for Rachel. According to someone who worked on the Snow White marketing campaign, Rachel was shocked that the backlash didn't die down before the release. She had allegedly hoped that once the movie dropped, the controversy would fade and the audience would come around. That didn't happen. Instead, Minecraft opened like a cultural reset. Kids, teens, families, even nostalgic gamers showed up in droves. Reviews praised it for being fun, lighthearted, and entertaining. And Snow White got hit with words like joyless, unnecessary, and flat. Sources say Rachel found out about Minecraft's numbers through a group text from her team, and that she didn't speak to anyone for hours. The vibe, emotional spiral, and honestly, who could blame her? The press tour had already turned into a meme fest. Her words had been dragged, dissected, and played on loop. And now, even the numbers were confirming what fans had already decided. Snow White didn't just miss, it was a full-blown box office bomb.
It is non-political. The Minecraft movie does not try to beat you and box you about the ears with the message.
Here's the big picture moment. The real question isn't just did Snow White flop? It's, did Minecraft just officially kill the Disney live-action reboot trend? Because let's be honest, babe, this was the fairy tale, the one that started it all, the one they were supposed to get right. And if Snow White can't make money anymore, what hope is there for the rest? Insiders say Disney is already pulling back on reboot development. Projects like Tangled, The Princess and the Frog, and even Hercules are being reassessed quietly. The lesson here? You can't take a beloved classic, strip it of its heart, inject a corporate-approved message, and expect the audience to just accept it. They didn't. They left. And they went to go watch Minecraft Steve save the world with pixelated pickaxes instead. Meanwhile, Warner Brothers is reportedly greenlighting a Minecraft sequel already. You know what that means? New franchise, new merch, and a whole new wave of audiences Disney just lost.
It is just silly fun for kids, which is what a kids' movie should be.
So, here's the cold truth the internet's starting to catch on to. This isn't just about one flopped movie. Rachel Zegler's entire career momentum is now on the line, and Hollywood is watching very closely. Before Snow White, she was positioned as the next big thing. She had the Spielberg co-sign from West Side Story, lead roles lined up, and was being handed the keys to the fairy tale kingdom. But now, it's all being re-evaluated. According to insiders in multiple industry trades, studio execs are quietly labeling her a PR liability. Not because she's difficult, but because she's unpredictable, emotionally reactive, and controversial in ways that cost money. Major brand partnerships have reportedly cooled. One high-profile franchise deal that was in the final stages has now stalled indefinitely. Even streaming services are allegedly opting for actresses with a cleaner audience profile. And let's be real, this isn't just about backlash, it's about narrative control. Rachel became a symbol of everything the audience didn't want, a lead who seemed to dislike her own role, a press tour that felt condescending, and now a meltdown that confirmed the behind-the-scenes pressure was way worse than fans even imagined.
Whereas the Snow White model is the message ad infinitum, shoved directly up your ass, and, most importantly, in the most insufferable possible way, like screamed at you.
To her credit, Rachel still has a loyal fan base. The same people who hyped her during her West Side Story debut are still out here defending her, flooding TikTok with edits, reposting the old clips where she was glowing and hopeful, and tweeting that she's being punished for speaking her mind. There's real empathy, especially after the emotional Instagram stories and the clear signs that she's struggling to handle the pressure. But the question is, will that support be enough? Fan love matters. But studios, they care about optics, headlines, and risk management. And right now, Rachel's name is tangled up in one of the biggest PR nightmares Disney's faced in years. She's not just the actress who played Snow White, she's the face of its failure. And no matter how unfair that is, it's the story being written. If she wants to rewrite it, it's going to take a lot more than a few supportive TikToks. It's going to take a redemption arc, the kind built on humility, reinvention, and a very different tone from the one that dominated the press tour.
And so let's see how they fared against each other. The Minecraft movie breaks box office record with $300 million global opening, while woke Snow White slips again.
According to a Hollywood publicist who spoke anonymously with multiple outlets, Rachel is now effectively done with legacy IP. What that means is, even if she does bounce back, you probably won't see her leading another Disney-level remake anytime soon. Studios are skittish, especially when dealing with big-budget, nostalgia-driven projects. They don't want someone who stirs online wars before the movie even drops. Other insiders say this situation has become a cautionary tale inside the PR world. One manager even told Variety that Zegler fatigue has become a real thing. Not because people hate her, but because her story has overtaken the movie. And when you become bigger than the film, in a bad way, studios run. Meanwhile, other young actresses, less political, less vocal, more safe, are already being looked at for upcoming fantasy and fairy tale roles. It's brutal, but that's Hollywood.
In theory, Snow White should as well. Snow White's the movie that made Disney, the studio. They should have been more cautious and careful with their own IP.
Here's the part that's really going to sting for Disney. Minecraft didn't just outperform Snow White, it reset the tone for what audiences want. The success of that film proves people are done with preachy reboots, aggressive press cycles, and reimaginings that talk down to them. They want fun, they want heart, they want to escape, not be lectured, and that means Minecraft Steve, with his silent heroics, blocky sword, and zero interviews, just body check the entire Disney Princess playbook. Studios are watching this. Executives are already asking, why did that work and ours didn't? And the answer? Simplicity, honesty, joy. So while Snow White is being quietly buried, Minecraft is about to explode into a full-blown franchise. Sequels, merchandise, theme park talks, it's giving fresh, fandom-driven, no-drama dominance. And that contrast makes Rachel's situation look even worse.
Disney's Snow White, faithfully adapted, would have made $1 billion. Everyone knows this.
Disney's been rebooting its classic animations for a full decade now, but Snow White's flop may have just slammed the brakes on that entire strategy. This wasn't some side project like Dumbo or Pinocchio. This was the fairy tale, the one that started it all. If Snow White can't win audiences over, even with a major star like Gal Gadot and millions in marketing behind it, what remake can? Inside the studio, execs are reportedly shaken. Multiple sources say internal meetings have already led to paused discussions for upcoming live-action projects. Tangled, delayed. Princess and the Frog, quietly being reassessed. Even Frozen, which was once a guaranteed moneymaker, may not get a live-action version anytime soon. After years of doubling down on nostalgia, the studio is now faced with a chilling realization. The audience isn't following them anymore. Why? Because fans are tired of being told that the stories they grew up with are broken, problematic, or outdated, especially by reboots that fail to offer anything more compelling than a hollow message. Minecraft gave people something Disney hasn't in years. Pure, joyful escapism with no agenda and no ego. And that, more than anything, is what dethroned the queen.
So the film received a low score on Rotten Tomatoes, but 87% fan approval. The rankings were very similar to Snow White, which received a 40% critic score, 73% audience ranking. Yeah, right.
Let's talk redemption, because every downfall leaves space for a comeback. But for Rachel Zegler, the road back isn't going to be easy. Right now, she's facing a triple threat of career blockers: public backlash, industry hesitation, and association with a franchise failure so big it's being written into box office history books. The sad part? Rachel is insanely talented. She can act, she can sing, she has charisma. But none of that matters if every casting director sees her as a walking controversy. To recover, she'll need to completely reset her public image, probably with an indie darling role, a quieter press approach, and a few years away from legacy IP. Think stripped down performances, serious drama, award circuit campaigning, and no more headlines about princesses, interviews, or online shade. Will she do it? She could, but it would take humility, strong team rebranding, and a major shift in how she presents herself publicly. The world doesn't need more press clips. It needs to see if Rachel can transform the backlash into something that matters. Otherwise, she risks becoming the face of what not to do in a modern blockbuster.
Rachel Zegler, who was cast in the title role, but some diehard fans were upset that Zegler, who identifies as Colombian American, was cast to portray the Disney princess.
Now let's be clear. Gal Gadot didn't save Snow White, but she sure as hell saved herself. While Rachel's been at the center of every meme, rant, and think piece, Gal has remained totally untouched. She played the evil queen, collected. Her check dipped out of the press cycle and let the drama unfold without lifting a finger. And the internet respects the move. Fans have been calling her the smartest actress in the room. She didn't take sides, didn't offer sympathy, didn't get defensive. She just let the box office and the media do their thing. It's classic villain energy. Cold, controlled, effective. Now she's back to booking roles, attending glam events, and prepping for prestige projects. The Snow White drama never touched her. If anything, her silence has elevated her. And Rachel, left with the ash and echoes.
It got destroyed at the box office. Here's the box office numbers. The Minecraft movie made $60 million on Saturday. Snow White made $2 million.
Let's not pretend this is just about two actresses or one failed movie. This is bigger. Minecraft's success and Snow White's implosion mark a turning point in Hollywood's relationship with the audience. The crowd that once lined up for every Disney reboot is now choosing joy over messaging, nostalgia over revisionism, and blocky pixel heroes over glossy lecture queens. It's not that people don't want female-led stories. They do, desperately. But they want those stories to be told with heart, not arrogance. They want fairy tales that feel magical, not corporate. They want characters that love what they're a part of, not ones who seem embarrassed by it. And when the industry ignores that, the audience walks away. And this time, they walked straight into a Minecraft theater and said, let's build something better.
In contrast to Snow White, I was really expecting the Minecraft movie to bury Snow White. I was expecting it to bury it, and it has.
So, now we're here. Rachel Zegler, once poised to lead Disney into a new era, has been knocked down by a game character who doesn't even speak. Snow White, the story that started Disney's kingdom, just got wiped out by a bunch of animated dirt blocks. And Gal Gadot, untouched, unbothered, sipping tea somewhere far from the wreckage. What we've just witnessed isn't just a box office battle. It's a full-on cultural shift, a moment where the audience reminded the industry that they are the ones who decide what wins. And this time, they crowned a hero in a square helmet and quietly told the Mouse House, "Do better, so now it's your turn." Is Rachel being unfairly blamed? Was Minecraft really that good, or was Snow White just that bad? Can Disney recover from this flop? And do you think Gal Gadot secretly popped champagne the second she saw those numbers? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Be messy, be honest, be bold. And if you live for the drama breakdowns they try to bury, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ring that bell, because this kingdom may be falling, but we're just getting started. The fairy tale? Over. The rebuild begins now.